Hi, today is 1/30/2021. So I was trying to figure out whether Friday's bounce makes any sense in terms of you positioning long for the coming week, okay, and where we would have an edge. So I did some ratio analysis. Okay, so this is SPY over RSP. So it's a fraction. Yeah, you're having SPY on the top and the denominator is RSP, which is the equal weighted. So I'm trying to take out the effect of Apple, Tesla and Microsoft, right, which has the highest weighting. So that, okay, this is the blue line and the red line is the 20-day moving average. So that 20-day moving average also, it shows that it is moving up nicely and this is moving up. So you may say that yes, let's go long Apple, Tesla, okay, but this, if you look in conjunction with the New York FANG, which is an index which has the FANGs, Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, right, that index is still pointing down. The 20-day moving average is barely up, okay, and the slope is going down. So it shows no material change as such in the New York FANG to SPY. So if this ratio is still pointing down, it means that the FANGs are laggards. Okay, they are the laggards. Now I tried, okay, and then I did SPY over DIA. That is also pointing down, which means that the SPY is going down and sloping downwards to DIA. So if it is still pointing down, what does that mean? If the ratio is going down, the denominator is increasing and the numerator is decreasing, right? If the denominator is increasing, it means that still the safe havens, probably the Verizon and AT&T, those kind of cyclicals are still overperforming compared to the SPY. Okay, then I looked at whether this is QQJ to QQQ. So QQQ is the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, so QQQJ is the next 50. Okay, so the next best 50 after Nasdaq 100 kind of index. So this would probably have more of your mid-cap growth names like Datadog and Fortinet. Okay, it has those kind of stocks. Okay, that is also, the 20-day moving average pointing down. So there is no indication as to where there is an edge in terms of whether this Friday bounce can last, or you can take any of overweight some over the others. I'm still in risk off. So I tried to do that, was in TradingView, and I did the same thing in Thinkorswim. Not that they're going to be different, just the way it looks like. Sometimes you can see some things differently without the moving average, with the moving average. That's the reason I tried to do this. Okay, so this is without any moving average, the same thing, SPY over DIA. Okay, so you can see that yes, right, SPY has been coming down, which means all our but cyclicals were rising, but now SPY over DIA is bouncing up. Okay, that is bouncing up. It means that the cyclicals also are, the denominator is reducing. Okay, that's what I'm taking at this. This QQJ over QQQ, it's pointing down. This is equal weight to SPY, it's pointing down, which means that when it's pointing down, SPY is greater than RSP. So there's still no strength in the equal weight. Okay, same thing with New York FANG to SPY over here. Okay, it's pointing a little bit up, but nothing compared. This is New York FANG to RSP, which is the equal weight. It's pointing upwards. So that's because Apple and Microsoft had good earnings and they were able to, be higher for last week. That's the only thing I get out of it. So there's no edge here. Okay, that's all. So let's continue these kind of ratio analysis. Okay, so this is IWM to QQQ. Okay, it's going down. Why it's going down? Because both are going down, but IWM is going down more than QQQ. Okay, the ratio has not turned up. It has not even stabilized, which says that any of them, okay, is changing, right? Then here, this is momentum to value. Okay, momentum to value, if you look at it, this is comparing to, right, it's making equal highs, but now it's pointing up. So it just says momentum is having some bounce. It has an inverse head and shoulders which is breaking out. So it compares to the same thing when you look at it, SPY to DIA, which says that SPY has bounced, right? Microsoft, Apple, and Tesla, they bounced a little bit. So, and we had some kind of bounces. So SPY is there. The value has just not fallen apart, and they're just less down, right? So this is inverse head and shoulders, momentum to value, but nothing spectacular. It just turned up from here. So inverse head and shoulders. So this is the only one that tells me momentum has some overvalue for the next coming week. That's all it says. Okay, but in all other, like QQJ to QQQ, SPY to equal weight, none of that show anything that I feel an edge. So people who are hiding in value, that's the only thing I get at it, is get out of value, because we may have some kind of bounce in momentum, but it's nothing spectacular. Okay, and this is ARK to New York FANG. Okay, if you look at this, it's the slope has, it has been falling apart. The slope has changed. That's it, right? From heavy selling to less selling in ARK, nothing else. So as of now, I don't see any edge other than being short IWM. That's it, and probably chase Amazon on earnings. That's all. Okay.